Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth, and I run the blog lifefromtheviolasection.com, where I share my favorite practice tips, general advice, and tech for musicians. Today I'm going to try a new-to-me app called MusicPad. One thing that I feel like the iPad could do really well is music notation and music composition. So, you have this screen that you can write on with an Apple Pencil that works so well. There should be really high quality options for, music notation software on the iPad. Now, there is one that I considered downloading and trying today. I think it was called StaffPad, and it was $50. So I didn't do that yet, but if you want to see a video on that, I definitely can. Now, I'm not a composer. I'm not very good at writing melodies or music, but I can, physically write music. Whether it sounds good is a different question. But, I can definitely test these things out. I just don't have the mind of a composer, really. So, without further ado, let's dive in and take a look at this app. So here is the app in my Music Tools folder. Part of the reason why I chose this app for today is because it's free. And the other part is because there is a nice big alto clef on the app icon, and I hope that that's a good sign. So let's open it up for the very first time and we'll see what we're in for. So it looks like there's been a recent update, new tools and functionality. Pages are fully configurable, the UI has been simplified, new gestures, and more enhancements. New file format. It doesn't say what it is though. I'm just going to skip that, and it looks like you can see basically your library here or create something new, which is what I'm going to do today. So, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Anyway, I open this up. It's a nice piece of staff paper. Even has a 1 on it because this is my first page. So let's take a look at all of these. This looks like an upload button. I might not be able to use it yet because I haven't written anything. This looks like it would add a new page, back and forward, search, zoom. Let's fit the width so that we can see better. That's so much nicer. Gestures, enable or disable them here. This is an upload button. Okay, so I can't export as a PDF. I wonder if that means I can't export at all right now. Let's see what this one does. Just kind of, okay, okay, so it does, that does change the viewing zoom, even though this is the same sort of button with the same exact options. This reminds me of the feature that Apple has when you're looking at a picture with text on it and you can highlight or search the text. So I wonder if it'll be something like that. This looks like maybe a leave button, and this looks like a copy or duplicate button. This looks like an undo button. This one, I guess, is for pro things. Looks like an Apple Pencil icon. Yeah, to write. And the 3 dots, hide toolbars, disable gestures, export PDF, which is the same as over there. And you can also customize the toolbar. It doesn't look like there's anything extra we can add though. Okay, so I disabled, or I unchecked the annotation. So let's see. Okay, writing on it does just work right away with the Apple Pencil. So now that I have writing on it, does this do anything? I don't know what that means. Maybe it brings you back up to the top if you're scrolled somewhere else. Let's try that. Nope, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's like a save icon or something. Okay, so I'm trying the undo button. It's not doing anything. There we go. Okay, it must have taken all of those other taps that I had for other things. So let's write some music. We'll try to do a nice alto clef. Not bad. Let's do good old D major. Do the undo button. Okay, I know it's not a perfect sharp. You can't really tell what it's supposed to be surrounding, but I know what I mean. And we'll do very nice 4/4. And let's write out a D major scale. How about just 1 octave? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and it kind of automatically snapped. A little big. Okay. We have that now. Let's see what this does. I'm wondering if I can change the title here in any sort of way. Also, I love all the autoclave icons. So it looks like if you have a free account, which I do, I mean, I don't think I even have an account at all, but if you just use the free features, it seems like you can only send things as a .musicpad file. I'm not sure if that's exactly what the file is called or if it turns it into like XML. I guess it wouldn't though because it's hand drawn. So I would be curious what like actual file type that really is. Okay, so let's see what other ways we can write on here. Oh, it just zoomed me out. What's this? This is like a little blue pencil. So, my personal opinion, I really don't like Apple's built-in like annotation menu, what you're seeing right now. I feel like it's so, like, it looks like a pencil, but it writes like a pen, so I think it is a pen. This one is a pencil. This one is a highlighter, but that's so large. I must have done that for a reason at some point or another. Oh. Okay, so this is the opacity, and like that isn't even, it wasn't even set that large, but that is like the whole staff that highlights. Anyway, this is a side tangent because I can't change the Apple features. So the Apple eraser, it is, wherever you put it is where it erases. It doesn't erase by stroke. Like some apps have that. I have that, I think, on GoodNotes, but I don't have that enabled on Forscore. Here is, I think this is a selector tool. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty smart the way it did that. Interesting. I wonder where you could paste this drawing to. I wonder if you could put it somewhere else. Let's add a page and we'll see if we can use any different features. So it looks like the pages, hold on, how do I, okay, so it looks like this forward and back button is how you change pages. If you try to swipe, it just moves the whole page around. Okay, I do like that the pages are like left to right, kind of like a book. It's nice that it's almost like a notebook. But it doesn't have like all the features of like GoodNotes, for example, which really does feel like a notebook. Well, I mean, not fully, because each page is like, it feels like a separate page. It's not like you see a spiral bound thing or anything. But I don't know. Okay, so what should we do here? Let's switch to treble clef. Sorry to my viola friends. Let's do 1 flat, 3, 4. And here, let's make it really easy to write. Those are very easy to draw because I don't have to fill them in. Oh, sorry, that's huge. Let's redo that. A little too small, but no, probably should go up there. There, nice little melody. Okay. So I'm not really understanding the point of this app right now. Like, it doesn't seem to have a feature, at least in this free version. I don't know what exactly the paid version entails, but it seems like you can't convert it to printed sheet, not printed, but, like fonted sheet music. It stays hand-drawn is what I'm trying to say, even though I can't think of quite the right word. So it seems like this is good almost as a music whiteboard, but it seems very bare bones to me. And again, that could be because of the fact that I'm just using a free version. So let's see what this does. You can go to a specific page. You can move around the page. You can move where the page is. And it looks like the copying feature is behind a paywall. So the paid version, unlimited pages, configure pages and stabs. I wonder what exactly that means. And export as a PDF. Let's see if it shows me any more details, or it might just bring, yeah, it just does the Apple thing. So I might take a look at their website and see exactly what their paid features are. We'll do a little segment on that. But first, I said that, this seems like a good kind of whiteboard option. Like if you're teaching or just trying to show something, or if you have something that you just quickly want to jot down. I personally use GoodNotes for that purpose. You can see this is my notebook that I regularly use. And I have configured the template to be staff paper. Now, I am not entirely sure if you can still do this because I tried a couple months ago and I couldn't find the staff paper as a template already made in GoodNotes. So I'm not sure if you can still create this in the same way that I have, but I feel like you can create your own template. So if you just import a PDF of staff paper or something, you can probably emulate what I've done here. So anyway, okay, I used to be able to swipe and it would add a new page, but it hasn't been working for me lately. It's probably just an update or something that has changed the way I do things. But you can add a page and you can see this page is staff paper right away. So I can do whatever I want here. And I also sorry, that was really sloppy. I also just really like the pen feature. You have different types of pens. I use the fountain pen because I like how it kind of, it's pressure sensitive. This is the ballpoint pen. Oh, that's nice for sheet music. Oh, look at how good that is. I did a good job. Oh, this is nice. Maybe I should switch to the ball pen. And then we also have the brush pen. This is more calligraphy, which is very pretty. So you can see in this app that my eraser erases the entire stroke of what I've done. So I did this all in one go. There it is. I did most of that note and then I made the stem longer so you can see it erases in separate chunks. I personally like that on GoodNotes. On Forscore, I like to be a little bit more precise in what I'm erasing just because it's on sheet music. I don't know, it's just a personal preference. So fountain pen, I think, is a good blend of both, but the ballpoint pen, that note turned out really nice. So maybe I'll consider switching. One feature that I think is really helpful in GoodNotes for teaching, especially online, is that I can import a photo and draw on it. So I prefer this over doing it straight in my Photos app. So this is a screenshot I took in Forscore, so like I wouldn't do that, but if a student sends me a picture of sheet music that they're working on, like in school or something, then I'll import it here and then I can, write on it. This is way too large. So you can change the thickness of the pen over here with these thicker and thinner lines. These are like their presets, but you can manipulate it yourself. And I think I did. When I first got the app, I made it the size that I want, but you can make it smaller if the picture calls for it. So sometimes I'll write on it like that because, as I told you earlier, I just don't really like Apple's built-in options for annotating. Okay, so that was a little bit of a tangent from, composing using the Music Staff app, but I don't see many pros to composing on the Music Staff app. It just seems kind of like a music-based whiteboard. So here I am on the website for MusicPad. This says musicpad.app, but I got there through a different website, I guess by the maker of this app. So they show some really cool looking examples of things that I would assume were made in MusicPad. This is a really big score, a jazz sheet, and a little transcription of Schoenberg. So they show really like the capabilities that you could have in this app. And it looks like the pro version does show you a lot more ways that you can customize this app. So you can do a lot more with it for $10. And it does look like it's a one-time purchase. Thankfully, I don't like subscription apps. So it looks a lot more powerful in this way. But if you're going to be writing scores like these, if I were going to be writing big scores like these, I would want an app that has more organization options and, I don't know, more in-depth features and its own way of using your pencil. Like GoodNotes and Forscore have their own different pen options and sizes and stamps and stickers and things like that. And I would love to see that in an app like this, personally. Now, if it's more of just a whiteboard, that's fine. But if I were to be writing like really big works on this, I would want even more options. So it really is a whiteboard. You have the creativity, but it doesn't give you like thousands of tools, I would say. So I'm just kind of showing you this whole site so that you can pause, read anything that you want to, and form your own opinions. So those are my first impressions of the app MusicPad for iOS. I think that it is nice as a whiteboard, but I would be looking for more customization options even as a whiteboard, and especially if I were a composer looking to write music on my iPad. The Pro version does, of course, have more exciting options, but I would still love to see more. So I have a feeling that I will be looking into StaffPad to make a video on it and just kind of give you an overview in case you're a composer or dabbling in that, or if you need to, make arrangements and you want to do it by hand, I may look into that and record a video on it. If you'd like to see that, please let me know down below so that I feel justified spending $50 on an app, it feels outrageous, but like that's the price of a video game, you know? But we'll see. If you really want to see it, then I will try it for the channel and for my blog. But for now, that is MusicPad, a little overview of that. If you've used this app, let me know your opinions of it down below, any helpful ways that you've used it or things you've found, any, hacks or tutorials would be more than welcome down in the comments or in the comments on my blog post today. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if there are any other apps you'd like to see me just try out here on the channel. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Just says hi. He's been here this whole time, but he was just looking really cute, so.